Good morning. Happy Monday. It's a new week, it's new goals, and I'm happy to be here. I am starting a new week, and it's great because I reached out to all my clients this morning and I got 90% back of their goals and morning routines for this coming week. And for me, I have new exciting things that are happening and just pushing forward. Last week was a tough one for me, and I do really try. No, I don't try. I live by what I say. And, I woke up this morning for a half a second going, oh, maybe I'll just roll over. And it was 3:30 in the morning, and it was like, get your ass up of the bed, do it. And by 4 o'clock, I was on my vibration plate, stretching after singing my theme song from my day that starts my day. Spending an hour from 4 to 5 o'clock working on me, stretching, writing in my journal for one page, reading a magazine that I've been trying to get to, affirmations. I have collected some sayings and things that have meant something to me through the past, and somehow I put them together and repeat them each morning. And to me, that's my morning routine. And I teach my clients because I don't see it as just weight loss. Here's the thing is this week I've had a lot of people contact me who sell product, who are interested on how I'm designing my website, on what I'm saying, how I'm getting it out there and all that. And my goal is to get knowledge out there and teach, not sell product, right? So to me, it's about the work that we do on ourselves. And what I've learned in the last 7 years of when my eyes opened up, standing in an airport, looking over at a woman who was 20 plus years older than me, was I needed to work on me. And I had lost track of me, right? So I sit there this weekend speaking to some of my clients through Zoom or over the phone, and you have these one-on-one conversations, and you reflect, you understand, you teach, you do what, you go back and forth. And she has 2 young kids, was in the place kind of where I was years ago, and just under stress. Life is different, and you just realize, like, all of a sudden there was no time for you. And so she's working on her, because just like I looked at that woman who was 20 plus years older than me and saw something that I wanted to try to go towards, she understands that just these simple things, you could do the same thing. And it really is that simple. It doesn't take a pill or a diet or a shake or some type of whatever. It's changing your mindset and actually thinking differently. Talking to this one woman that I mentioned with 2 young kids, we talked about even today, right? For example, she had mentioned that, and she's brand new with me, that she packed herself a turkey sandwich. And it made me think to myself, okay, so what if you put it in a lettuce wrap? And to me, I've been thinking of that through the years. All of a sudden it popped, I read something or whatever. My world changed, because all of a sudden I didn't need a wrap or bread or even a processed alternative to it. It was just lettuce. And it was like, I never really thought of that to that point. And she sat there telling me yesterday about her daughter, her young daughter, and that she realized, working with me in the last month, that her daughter eats and then wants to eat more, and almost like in the same kind of pattern as her mom. And she's aware of it. And I said to her that the journey that you're on is going to change your whole family. And that's what you want. I mean, in the end, that's what I want here too when I'm talking, is to change, your mindset so that maybe you can change your health and your family's health. And what was so awesome is this morning, I'm doing my workout, 7 a.m., and she's in the class, and I got a bunch of tiles and screens and, all this. And we're getting to the very end of it, and I'm walking up, and I see a little being right next to her, and it's her daughter. And it took me back to when I would sit down with my kids and be like, all right, this is the difference. Like, read this label, and this is what's organic. Or come sit down and watch this documentary with me. Did you know that there's paper pulp in your cheese? And they'd be like, what? It's that conversation, that learning, and you see that little girl stretching and doing what I'm doing, and to me it's like, it's awesome. So I wanted to also bring some other tips, because I did bring the lettuce wrap. To me, rice cakes and lettuce wraps have been like a saver for everything. But I did get this amazing, and I don't know how it's exactly done. It was done at a deli, and it was when I was a meat eater. But I'm telling you out there, because it was worth it. And it was done in the paper that they usually wrap the sandwiches in, but they used that as the wrap. And so you had to kind of peel that down, but the first layer was a whole bunch of lettuce. And I was like, that is an awesome idea. And then I became plant-based. And so I have to say I missed it a little bit. And this week, my main goal, or one of my 4 30-day challenge ideas for myself, which I've already kind of blown out the water because this past week was tricky. But the one thing that I absolutely did for my health was I stayed plant-based in the last 10 days, and like the inflammation is going down. I'm resting my shoulder. I'm doing the things. And I really, it's hard to not think as I'm telling people about how you eat and food is medicine or whatever, that when I inject a load of pizza into my world, where I know wheat is inflammation and all the other stuff that I shouldn't be doing, but because of emotions and my life changing, you go like, it's all right, I'm pretty okay, and then things change. So for me, that was one that I absolutely are keeping. And then, why does the 30-day challenge have to start on the 1st? It doesn't. It's the 10th. For me, it's a new week. Even if I could just get through this week, it would be good, right? Sometimes we have those weeks. So for me, face scrub, I didn't bring it down, coconut oil and baking soda. I have a few of my clients who are like, I'm going to try that too. And everybody's saying that it's helped. I feel that it's definitely changed my skin, and even some little creases here and there. What was the others? Working out, adding new. Right now, recently, I am a distributor for now Boostu Ball and vibration plates, and it's cool. I want to push and tell people and have people buy things that help them like it's helped me, and I'm helping other people while they're using it, which is very cool. So that I want to learn how to do it better. I want to. That's my goal as a personal trainer and a health coach and a person. So for myself. So that's going to be that. And then eating clean, fasting, and back to that tip. And I've said this a bunch of times this week, is I have my clients send me pictures of their food throughout the day. And most times I have them take a photo before they eat, or like sometimes it depends. It depends on what the person wants to do in their schedule. It's a basic way to keep you accountable, right? But this week I've noticed there was a lot of bigger plates, right? So it reminded me to be like, this is mine. This is a dessert plate. I actually got a few of these, which are just, they're not paper, so they're easily washed, but they're easy. And this is what I eat when I break my fast. This is what I have my snack or my lunch on. Sometimes I'll have a bowl sisted to the side or whatever. But then dinner time comes and I have a bigger plate. Some other things that I would suggest is drinking a large glass of water, before you eat. And if you're fasting, what I would suggest, if you're going to look to lose, you need to fast about 4 to 6 days a week. So the way that I've been telling my clients this week is sometimes they'll tell me, well, I fasted this day and then I didn't this day, but I wanted to do it this day, but it didn't happen. And all of a sudden you read, it's like, eh. But the way that I look at it is every day I wake up and I'm not going to eat until about 12 o'clock. And then there's some days where I wake up and I'm like, no, I'm hungry and I need to listen to my body and this is what I'm going to do. And so that tends to be 2-3 days a week for myself. But like in that 8-hour window, I eat. And I eat all, healthy, clean, plant-based for myself because I see that as a win-win-win. And that's what I do in those 8 hours. Well, let's say you're doing 16-8 and you're doing it 4 or 5 times a week and you're not losing. What I've been saying to my clients this week is then crank it up to 16-8. No, 18-6. 18-6, where you're fasting 2 more extra hours and eating in a smaller hour window. And that way that will help too. And, there's so many benefits to fasting. The thing is, if you look at it as a diet, I hear so many people say, well, it didn't work. Well, if you started it and stopped it, it's not going to work, right? It's something you make part of your day, your world, your week, your life. That's something that I never really changed all that much. I did kind of go off the reservation plant-based wise, not that far, but I really do believe that my pain and my mood and my this and my that was a little bit, if food is medicine, then I know I wasn't putting the best stuff in. And, that's happened sometimes. So, I hope that you have a great Monday. And tomorrow, if you are local, I am doing a Trader Joe's field trip. And I do have about 4 or 5 people who are going to go already. I'm excited because I get to walk around and just kind of show my favorites and what I look for when I flip over a package. It takes my clients and friends who join me to a quicker level because you go home with a few things to try that works in your comfort zone kind of thing. And then you read the ingredients and you understand, well, what is it? How many ingredients, why, this, that, and the other thing. So if you're local and you're interested, I tend to do that on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. and that's local in Lake Grove on Long Island. So, and I people did ask me about doing a virtual live from there. So I may even start to consider, they know me very well, to be like, hello manager, can we chat? So we'll see. I am looking forward to tomorrow and having a small group again because, I haven't really had this. Last week was going to be my first, and then we had the tropical storm, and before that it was before COVID. So I'm looking forward to sharing what I know in the store too. So have a great day. Bye.